All right, Trig Day 3. So today we're going to look at finding area and perimeter whenever you are missing sides of the triangle. Okay. So remember, when you find the area of a triangle, area is equal to the base times the height divided by 2. Remember that your base and height form a right triangle together. Right angle. All right, so that's two sides of the triangle that multiply together to equal, and then divide by 2, and that'll give us what our area is. When we look here, we have the two sides that make a right angle, the 10 side with the 10 and the side with the x. These are the two I need to multiply. But right now it's 10 times x, and so that's not going to give me the value. So I need to figure out what x is, and then I can go on. So the first step here is we need to find x. So to do that, we're going to use trig. They gave me a reference angle. So across from the reference angle is my opposite. The x is right next door, so it's my adjacent. So I have adjacent and opposite, and we know we're going to use TOA then. So I'm going to use tan of 30 degrees is equal to the opposite 10 divided by the adjacent x. X is on bottom, so I know that I'm going to divide, so it's going to be x equals 10 divided by tan 30. Then I plug that in the calculator, 10 divided by tan 30, and I get 17 point, around the first decimal place, and 17.32, so 3. Okay, so that now tells me that x is 17.3. Now that I have that, I now have my base and my height that I can multiply. So find area now. All right, and area we said was base times height divided by 2, so it's 17.3 times the 10 divided by 2. Put that in my calculator, 17.3 times 10, and then divided by 2. And area is 86.5. And that's it. Perimeter. Remember, perimeter is just adding up the outside sides, okay? So it's be this 40 plus whatever this side is plus whatever this side is. Obviously, we're missing these two sides. So what I would do here is I would just call this x and y. And we'll find each of those, and then we can add them together to find the perimeter. All right. So with that being said, let's label all my sides. So I have my reference angle. Across from it, on the opposite sides, the O, the x. Right next door is the adjacent, and across from the 90 is the hypotenuse. So I have opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent. And let's find x first. To find x, it's the opposite. And then I need to use a side that I know. If I use the side with a y, that's not going to help me because I'm going to have an x and a y. So I'm going to use the side that has a number, and it's the 40. So that's a. So I'm going to use O and a, and that's going to be TOA. So I'm going to say tan of the angle 40 is equal to the opposite x divided by the adjacent 40. Well, the x is on top, so we're going to multiply 40 times tan 40, and it's going to give me the x. So I do 40 times tan 40, and x is equal to 33.56, which is 33.6. Okay, so this side is 33.6. Then, to find the y, finding y. Okay, well, y is the hypotenuse, and let's use the one we originally knew too, the a. So I have the hypotenuse and a, or adjacent, so that's a and h, so the one, the a and h, is cut. So I'm going to say cosine of the 40 is equal to adjacent 40 divided by the hypotenuse, which we don't know, it's y. Okay, this time the variable's on the bottom, so I'm going to say y is equal to 40 divided by cosine 40. 40 divided by cosine 40, put in a calculator, and you get y is equal to 52.21, which just rounds to 2. So my y is 52.2. Okay. So now I have all three sides. I have the 33.6, 52.2, and the 40. So my third step, I guess I should number these. Step 1, step 2, and step 3 is to find perimeter. Whoops. So we're just going to add up. Perimeter is equal to 33.6 plus the 40 plus the 52.2. Okay, literally just added up these three sides. Put them in a calculator. 33.6 plus 40 plus 52.2, and the perimeter is equal to 125.8. And that's the answer they needed us to find. Okay, so this one took a little while, but it's just finding one step at a time. And then once you have all the sides, you just add them together, and that's it.